Jake Saves the Day. Written and illustrated by Lucius. Published by KidsEdge. Hi, I'm Jake. I'm 10 years old and I love football, cycling, and hiking with my grandpa. I also have an unusual hobby, hunting for new plant species. In fact, when I grow up, I want to be a botanist. That's someone who works with and studies plants and trees. So, this is my story. I live in HK with my mum, dad, and grandpa. We live in the city where there are many high-rise buildings. They look cool, but I wish there were more parks. In fact, there's only one park in the whole city. Luckily though, I live close to it and visit the park most days. It was during one of my visits to the park that I noticed a man in a suit putting up a big notice on the park gate. Curiously, I wandered over to the sign. To my horror, it read, Central Park closure. The government is sorry to announce that Central Park will be knocked down to free space for a new office. The park will close on September 11th of 2013. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Please contact www.hkgovernment.com.hk. I quickly called my mum over to take a look at it. "This is terrible news," exclaimed Mum. We tried to chase after the man in the suit, but his car pulled away as we reached the road. After I read these points and my love for the park, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I started by sending an email to the address on the notice. I also started a petition and got as many signatures as possible. A week later, I hadn't had a response to my email, but I had collected more than 500 signatures. I would go to the park daily and explain to the other park lovers what the government was planning to do. These people gladly signed my forms. At school, one of my teachers had heard about my campaign. She thought it was fantastic and very important, and asked me to give a talk in assembly. Some students didn't understand why I could be bothered, and made fun of me for caring and loving the park. When I explained that I wanted to be a botanist, they laughed even louder. I didn't let this stop me. I just continued my mission to save the park. A few days later, my dad showed me an article in the local newspaper. It said the government now planned to start working in the park sooner. The date was now the 1st of August. This was only a month away. Other people may have given up, but this only made me more determined to stop them. I contacted the newspaper and told them all about my concern and campaign. They hadn't realized the impact the park's closure would have. Having read my list and seen my petition, they agreed to put my story on the front cover. Within a matter of days, the Hong Kong government cancelled the closure of the park. They posted an article in the newspaper thanking me for raising the awareness of how important the park is. I felt fantastic. My hard work had paid off. The end.